Here we have something old and remarkable. This is a very old antique pewter covered porridge dish. This I discovered out in a barn, rummaging over the summer. It caught my eye for a few reasons, and I'll share that with you. So this does not have a touch mark. This was used for porridge. A very common household vessel throughout colonial times in the United States, also throughout Europe in medieval times. Used for a thick, primitive porridge. You can see all the honest ware. This is made of pewter. Pewter is around 95 to 99% tin. There's also lead. This probably has a little bit more of a lead content because of the darker hue. That indicates a little bit more lead. Now, the little handle here at the top, that's soldered or soldered, depending upon your local dialect. That's soldered to the top. Now that doesn't help me date this dish because that process was invented about 4,000 years ago. Now this isn't 4,000 years old, so that doesn't really help me decipher the date. What helped me decipher the date is the quaintness and asymmetrical qualities of these little handles on the side. Now for a footnote, those keeping score at home, typically European origin porridge dishes have two handles. These are the little handles. Typically United States porridge dishes only have one handle. So this is probably French or German. Could be English, I don't know. I've seen a few French ones very similar. It's very shallow, this dome lid. Very cute. It almost looks like a bonbon tray, but it's a porridge dish, right? Amazing. These were used all throughout Europe. Paul Revere made some of these. I think his may have had a one handle, but I'm not exactly sure about that. There's references online. So this is pre-industrial revolution. These were handmade. You can see these little petals to this handle. They're not perfectly measured out to where they're all equal in proportion. Let's look at the other one. You see there's the one on the left and the right, the bottom two little petals. If this was a flower, they're just not perfectly designed as far as the proportions. So that tells me it's handmade, which tells me it's pre-industrial revolution, which started in 1760, basically. Now there's always outliers and craft pieces, but I believe this to be a genuine, just by the age, the patina and the wear, to be genuine antique. So I'm guessing this would be from anywhere from 1650 to 1740 as far as when this was made, which is remarkable. I've been doing a lot of research. Now I know also with early pewter British plates and chargers, if you see hammering marks that can help you decipher origin and age, and I do see these tool or these hammered marks around the edges. So this is definitely not a machine, pressed or stamped object. You can tell there's a human behind this design. There's tool marks. And that can help you when you're out in the wild decipher what's really old. And when I mean old, I mean 1700s, I mean 1600s, I mean 1500s, and what's more modern, which is 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. So this is also non-magnetic. I always have a magnet, in my shop handy, a magnet to help me decipher the metal contents. So it's non-magnetic. It's a pewter with a little bit more of a lead content. Gorgeous piece of history. Porridge, covered porridge dish. Outstanding. Hope you find one too. This is a 17th or 18th century pewter covered porridge dish. Thanks for checking it.